So what is a ghost job? It's a job that a company or an employer puts out there on the job boards and has no intention of filling. And you might think, okay, so what? Well, by some estimates, 40% of companies do this. I've seen other estimates that say as high as 60%. So roughly half the jobs you're seeing, especially in tech, aren't real at all. And so some research that was done in mid 2024 showed also that 3 of 10 companies would have active fake listings at any time. And that 70% of the managers, the hiring managers that did this, thought there's no problem. There's no moral quandary here. So it's a really, it makes the difficult job market even more difficult. So how did this come about? Well, the ghost jobs have been around actually for a long time. They just started to get more prevalent after the pandemic. So we had all the overhiring, especially for remote. And then we had the tech layoffs in 2023. And now we're dealing with AI mixed into the job market as well. And that's causing some other issues, as well as just the overall economic uncertainty. So companies are trying to feel how this job market's going to shift. So there's some legitimate reasons that they post these ghost jobs. They're trying to get a sense of what are some of the future needs, or just being alert of what skills are out there in the market. And sometimes they're just unintentional. Somebody forgot to pull the job after it has gotten filled. And then other times, HR in a company might keep a position active for a long period of time just because they assume there's going to be more of that role available. There's also some less than pleasant reasons. So this is the actual research from June of 2024. And some of the reasons that they captured, and this was talking with over 1,600 hiring managers. So that's a significant sample size. But for some of the reasons they posted these fake jobs were trying to look like they were open, or trying to make the company look like it was growing to investors, and also signaling to employees that their workload would be alleviated. Help is on the way, even though they had no intention of doing that. And some even said that they posted these fake jobs to give current employees the idea that you're replaceable. And then, as we mentioned before, sometimes it's just collecting resumes for later, which could be a valid reason in some cases. But if you're just collecting and never hiring, then you're causing more harm than good. So in my newsletter earlier this week, I talked about some ways that you could look for these jobs, find the ghosts in the job listings, and what you could do as a job seeker, as well as what you might do as a hiring manager to exorcise some of these ghost jobs from your job boards. So I'll post this in the comments so you can take a look, have a read, and let me know if you have any questions about ghost jobs. I've helped many people avoid these in the job market, and I'd be happy to help you. I'm Mark Kilby, and I help leaders balance teams and technology to reach those bigger goals. Thanks.